It's a beautiful Tuesday morning in the fabulous Florida Keys. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. Anyone who lives in the Keys, or if you've ever been to Key West, vacationed in Key West, you've probably been to the world-famous Sunset Festival at Mallory Square that takes place every night. On this day in history, September 3rd, in 1952, the city of Key West bought the Mallory Square Pier and Dock and where the parking lot is from Gulf Atlantic Transportation Company. Mayor at the time, C.B. Harvey, gave them a check for $25,000. That's how much all that waterfront property in Key West cost back in 1952. If we could only go back in time. This is my morning market MLS update video I do every day right about this same time. I report all the new listings in Key West and the lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. In today's case, it's just one listing. It's a home on Ramrod Key. If you watch this video every day, you will be ahead of most buyers. You'll know about every new listing from Big Pine Key down to Key West the same day the realtors know about them. That's very valuable information for a buyer to have. I find most buyers will wait for a home to come onto Realtor.com or Zillow or Trulia or any number of those websites that advertise the homes for sale. A problem they face there is by the time a lot of those websites put a home live online, it's already been on the multiple listing service a couple days and all the good deals are already under contract. If you watch my video every day and you see something you like, we can make an appointment to go see the home, or if you're not here in the Keys, I'll go preview it on your behalf and do a FaceTime walkthrough video. I actually just did that with a woman yesterday, and we're under contract on the home today. That way you can be under contract on the house before most buyers ever even knew it was available for sale, assuming you like what you see when we look at it together or if I do the walkthrough. You can also get a much more detailed description of these listings if you follow my blog. It includes photographs as well. It's keywestinvesting.com. I update that every day from the Florida Keys multiple listing service, and I'll put the web address in the description below. There's a lot more information on the blog, a lot more details, anything unique about the homes, things like different room uses, room dimensions, any special features the home might have. There'll be photos of the inside of the home, photos of the outside of the home. If the home happens to have a pool or happens to be waterfront, there'll be photos of the water view, photos of the boat dockage, photos of the pool. It's just a lot more information than I can cram into a couple-minute quick YouTube video. Again, that web address is keywestinvesting.com. If you like this video and you want to see more videos of this nature so you can stay current with what's being listed in the Florida Keys at what price, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a video just like this every morning. That way you'll know what's being listed for how much every day. As I mentioned earlier, we have one new listing to talk about today on Ramrod Key. Before I give you the information on the listing, the state of Florida's legal department makes me cover the boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for this listing. I'm not claiming it to be my own listing. In a case like today where there's only one listing, I can tell you flat out, no, it is not my listing. And I'm not accepting any responsibility if there's any inaccuracies in the information I give you. I'm simply reading it to you right from the Florida Keys MLS. On this one, I will put in a few things about my opinion because I'm familiar with the street, I'm familiar with the neighborhood, I owned property in the neighborhood, so I do have some inside opinions on it. This one's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,518 square foot house on Jamaica Lane on Ramrod Key in a subdivision called Breeze Swept Beach Estates. Breeze Swept Beach Estates is a very nice subdivision, mostly year-round residents. It's a mixture of rental homes and owner-occupied, but the majority of the people live there year-round. They go to work, they have kids in the school system. It's just like a regular neighborhood anywhere. All the homes are canal front. They have very good boating. The canal system opens right up into the end of Newfound Harbor out into the open Atlantic. If you want to go diving out to Lukey Reef, you're about a 15, 20-minute boat ride once you get out into the open water. And from this particular lot on Jamaica Lane, you're only about 5 minutes out to the open water. If you wanted to go into the back country for some flats fishing or just a picnic day on the island, beach the boat in the sandbar or on one of the islands, have a floating cocktail party, or just drive around and look at the beauty of the true old uninhabited Florida Keys. That's out in our back country. And this home here and this channel has easy access to the back country as well. The listing in there, if you look at the blog, keywestinvesting.com, you'll see on the description, it keeps mentioning the downstairs. That kind of stands out to me. Anything built after 1975 in Monroe County, which is all of the Florida Keys, all the living area has to be 8 foot above sea level. That's why you see so many of the homes on stilts. They don't say there's any living area downstairs, but they just reference the downstairs a few too many times. That raised the red flag in my mind. This one was built in 1975. A lot of the houses built after this one was built in 1979. But a lot of the houses built after 1975, but relatively close, got away with the downstairs being put in as legal living area. But what we want to check out during your due diligence period is, number one, what is downstairs? When I went on the MLS, there's more photos than I have in the blog. The blog only allows 8 photos, and I don't get to select them, unfortunately. The blog does. One of the photos in the MLS that you won't see in the blog shows the downstairs, and it has Bahama-style hurricane shutters on it. And the only thing that's supposed to be downstairs is storage. Most people don't put storm shutters up to protect their trash can and their bicycle. So that's what kind of raised the red flag for me. But that's just my personal opinion through being in so many of the houses that do have downstairs enclosures in the Keys. This one's being offered at $1,295,000. I won't say that's overpriced, but it's definitely at the very top of the price point for a house in Swept Beach. Assuming it is a legitimate 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,518 square foot house upstairs, all of legal living area, then it's a little bit more reasonably priced. If any of the living areas downstairs, it's definitely at the top of the price point. That's all we have for today. If you want to take a look at this house or any home anywhere in the Florida Keys, give me a call at 305-731-0501. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to showing you homes in the fabulous Florida Keys. And more importantly, I look forward to making you my neighbor. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.